going to change you to handheld.
Right on.
Right? So we're going to start again once more. Kristi Mendoza.
Okay, all right, so here I am. I'm going to talk to you about the importance of travel. And why do I think travel is important? And I think travel is important because I think we spend too much of our time in the boundaries of where we are, and I think that we need to get out there and do some different things, such as travel and find out different things that we can learn about the world. And so on. So my early days of travel began with my family in Colorado. I'm from Colorado. And so we would travel in our little camper here. And so all 7 of us would sit in that little camper and sleep. And that was pretty good compared to the Pinto that we drove around in my hometown without seatbelts back in the day. And we would just go around to the lakes and the different places and just enjoy the weather and the different things that you can see that you can't see in a city. So sometimes you just have to go out there and take that. Maybe I'm supposed to be, say. So what would happen is my parents would take us on the West Coast. So we would go over here. So actually my first thing that I ever did was I came here to Apple Valley, California. My grandma had a store called Young at Heart right here on Highway 18. And I would just come out here to here. And then we would go to the East Coast. So we would go to Niagara Falls. We went to the Olympics in Montreal. And it was a really great adventure for our family to do something different. So my parents moved to England and Scotland, and that was really the first time I'd been out of the country. And I did some fun things, like I went to a castle and did a photo shoot with my mom. Of course, moms want to do that kind of stuff. But we still have relationships with these people in Scotland. And then I went to Tacna, Peru. So Tacna, Peru was really coming from an outreach with my church in order to help people raise money for a medical building and a community building. And alongside of that, we were able to introduce ourselves to the locals. Then I went to Kawangare, Kenya, and where I did there is I did a hearing mission. I'm an audiologist, so I was able to go do a hearing mission, and people would come from miles and miles, bus rides and bus rides in order to come. And you can see they lived in the slums right here, which we were able to go into. Now we have some beautiful animals, so you can't just do work and humanitarian stuff. You can also go visit the local area, so that was kind of fun. We were able to do that, and that was enjoyable. I think I'm just not really good with this clicker. And then my daughter. So my daughter, Sydney, was able to go on an East Coast trip, and she actually was in the right place at the right time to talk to former Vice President Mike Pence right there in the House of Congress, which was really interesting. Then my daughter, Taylor, wanted to go to YWAM, which was in Nepal, Indonesia, and when she went there, I was a little bit scared because I wasn't sure, sending my 20-year-old there was a great idea. But she actually went off and had a great time. And she learned a lot about her spirituality and her leadership skills. My son, Braden, learned how to be not so introverted, would go out there and do leadership things in the different areas that he was able to go to. And then I think we self-limit ourselves. So here we have an 11-year-old in El Salvador giving us a tour of a local place, giving us all of the history. We have the girls bringing the food down to the people in the coffee farms. We have the art in Kenya. And here are different places I've been able to go. So we've been able to go to Panama, Egypt, Cabo San Lucas, Machu Picchu, Hawaii, and then some coffees that we see there in Chile, which was really beautiful that they were able to do that. And then sometimes you have to have poignant moments. So you have to sit at the base of places that have had very significant events, such as Ground Zero. Sit there at Martin Luther King statue and also the Marine Corps memorial right there. And of course, Reveille is my mom's name, so I took a picture of that. And sometimes if you can't get out, then sometimes do something local. Go to a local museum. This was a museum in Colorado. We were able to see the Native Americans museum, where I collect heart rocks wherever we go, and I just like the different colors. So that's my humanitarian visit around the world, things that I do with the World of Hearing. What are you going to do? There's people talking up here about homelessness. There's people talking about mental health. What are you going to do in your own community that can get you out there and get you involved with other people? one of the things that I've found along the way in my hearing journey is that there's a lot of people that love hearing. So they like to help people that hear, they like to go on these humanitarian trips, support it financially, and I've been able to meet some really cool people, including that guy in the airplane who we just joked around. And then you just have to bring it back home. So you have to come home, bring your stories to your family so that you can encourage them to go out and do some travel as well. And, well, and then, interestingly enough, the first time I came here to Apple Valley, California, I met Roy Rogers and Dale Evans when I was about 6, went to the museum that was here at that time, and was able to visit with them and just see like what they were trying to do with this community. And obviously it's been so successful. So basically the importance of travel, get out there, go have some fun, go find ways that you can be humanitarian, and just enjoy your day. Have a great day.